radio for the Northeast. So more now on what you could be getting up to today, apart from the Roker Park lights. It is time to find your inner geek once again. The Northeast's second sci-fi convention is taking place.
Space, the final frontier.
But this sci-fi convention has a little bit of a twist. Yes, it has a Halloween theme, of course, being October and all. So I went along just as the organisers were setting up to find out a little bit more.
Hi, I'm Alan Elliott. I'm an organiser at ScreamCon presents ScreamCon Halloween show, and we are at the Park Hotel in Tynemouth.
So here now, you're busy setting up. Who's this guy?
This guy, he's a mummy, I think. A bit of a loud mummy.
Right, it's a mummy head dangling down from the door, and he moves and he makes some kind of horrible sound. That's going to go off every time someone walks past, isn't it?
That's going to get really annoying after the 2000th time that it happens, isn't it?
Let's move away from him, so we don't set him off again. Why ScreamCon? What's going on here?
Well, back in May, we did a first sort of big sci-fi show, and really a play on words, as this is a Halloween show, we decided to call this one ScreamCon.
Who have you got coming? You've got some pretty big names.
Yeah, we've got Craig Charles and Chris Barry from Red Dwarf. We've got Dave Prowse, who played Darth Vader in all the original Star Wars movies. We've got Pam Rose, we've got Carolyn Monroe, who was a Bond girl, and she was in a lot of the old Hammer horror Dracula movies. And Simon from Hellraiser and Hellbreed, Nightbreed rather. So I should also mention we've got Ian White, who is actually based in North Shields, right on our doorstep. And Ian played the Predator in the Alien vs Predator movies, and he played the last engineer in the Ridley Scott's Prometheus movie, and he also was in Game of Thrones.
What kind of people do you get turning up?
And most people who come down and enjoy the shows are families. That's what we kind of engineer things towards, really, family entertainment all the way. So even though this is a Halloween show, we're not going too much, it's not anything which hopefully is going to freak the kids out. We also get a lot of people who just love movies, people who love costuming, people who love Doctor Who, people who love Star Wars, all the different kind of fan elements coming together. And then there's also another element of people who just want to come for a really fun day out.
There's a Dalek behind us.
There is.
Now, that's almost as tall as me, so that's like a life-size Dalek.
Yeah, he's one of several. We're also going to have the leader of the Daleks, Davros, who's going to be going around the convention floor.
I used to hide behind the settee because of the Daleks. That freaks me out a little bit. And they're going to be moving around, so you're going to have Daleks moving around.
Moving around and talking, and with a bit of luck, exterminating a few people too.
Do you think the Northeast has a bit of a hidden geekiness about it?
Without a shadow of doubt, I think a lot of sort of events, more and more events coming to the region now. I think for a long time we didn't have anything. There was nothing really along those lines, but I think now we're kind of spoilt for choice in the Northeast because there are so many shows coming, and it's a great time to be a geek, you know.
So you think it's acceptable now, do you think, to be a geek and have that little geeky element to you?
Listen, it's not only acceptable, it's cool.
There you go, being a geek is cool. I think being a geek is pretty cool. Everyone's got a bit of geek in them, haven't they? So it's on at the Park Hotel at Tynemouth today. It's ScreamCon. There are some tickets left on the door if you do fancy going along. All kicks off at 10 o'clock. Now, still to come, we're going to be playing the Slow Down Saturday tune in a few minutes' time and coming...